Hey, beautiful people, welcome back again. So, today we are not going to waste time here. I want to give you an affordable country you can study in if you really don't have that much money to come to the Netherlands. First of all, before I even continue with the video, if you want to move to the Netherlands or if you want to move to Lithuania, you want to move to Bulgaria, please listen to my videos. First thing first you should do for me is watch my videos. Then when you watch my videos, the next thing you should do, if you cannot do it yourself, fine and good. Appointment is for those who do not know the information and they want to get the correct information. Okay, remember, I'm not the only one doing this, but you know what to do. So you can reach out to me now through an appointment. Then we talk about everything, and if it's cool, we carry on. Now let's talk about Bulgaria. Bulgaria recently joined the Schengen zone, which means that if you get a visa now to move to Bulgaria to study, you can always visit the other Schengen countries, like the way I went to Germany in December. I'm still planning other trips to Europe this year. Okay, so if you come to Bulgaria, sometimes we might meet you there. Okay, now let's talk. If you want to apply to a country in EU or Schengen like Bulgaria, and your money is not that heavy, let's say you wanted to move to Denmark, then I will encourage you to apply to Bulgaria because of the fact that they are now a member of the Schengen zone. Now, Bulgaria tuition is very affordable, and if you have like 1,600 euros, okay, you can study in Bulgaria. They charge per semester. If you have like maybe 1,600 euros, some schools charge a bit less. Others may ask for more, but I'm just giving you something within. Okay, for bachelors, for masters, you may be paying something like 1,800 per semester. They pay per semester. Now, another good thing here is that there is no appointment for Bulgaria. Those in Nigeria, you're applying from Nigeria. Those from West Africa, like my country, Cameroon, you are going to Abuja to apply. Then, if you have a second class lower, you can apply. You have a third class, you can also apply. But HND people, I'm so sorry, this is not for you. Then remember, there is no age limit. But when you are applying for a visa to Bulgaria, not just Bulgaria, but any country abroad, you have to explain to them why you are going to school again at this particular age. Though some countries may not even ask you, like the Netherlands, they don't, you are not the one doing your visa for the Netherlands. I've explained this many times, right? So I'm just giving you a background of what to study in Bulgaria or how studies in Bulgaria operates. It's somehow easy, but the procedure, to me, it's easy, the procedure. But some people are saying that, oh, because of the documentation, it's a bit difficult. Nothing is easy, guys, so you should know this. Admissions is currently open now, and the good thing here is that when you get admissions to Bulgaria, you might be asked to pay tuition. They might not even ask you to pay. Some can ask you to pay 50%. Why? And you apply for your visa, but I will encourage you to pay at least 50%. But if I were you, I will pay 100% so that the visa can be fast at the embassy. So you should know. Now, if you want to study in Bulgaria, what do you need to know? Okay, I'm going to break it down, tell you about the requirements you need, and you can study a BSc in Bulgaria, an MSc, and a PhD program. Okay, there are so many schools in Bulgaria, Varna, and so many of them. You just need to do your research based on what you want to study, and I will encourage you to apply for something that is related to what you studied at your BSc level. But if you haven't done BSc yet, you can then go in for something that you know can really correlate, like relates to the courses you've done already in high school or the subjects. I beg your pardon. Now, if you want to study in Bulgaria, first thing first, you have to check the school you want to go into. Check the school. When you check the school, you have to check the courses they are offering to see if they have what you actually need. Now check the requirements of that particular program. Remember, different schools have different requirements, so do not expect University of Varna to have the same requirements with other universities. But I'm going to give you the requirements you need. So for the very first requirement, if you are going in for a bachelor's program, you need to, of course, understand, I always start with my people from Nigeria, that you need your WAEC certificate. You also need your transcripts. You have to go to your school, the school in which you studied in, and collect your transcript. Then you also need a testimonial. If you don't have a testimonial, go collect the testimonial. You need eligibility letter This eligibility letter comes from the Ministry of Education, I think. Yeah, this process I'm explaining to you, I know people who are already doing it. There is not everything I'll explain here, guys. So you have to now you understand. Yeah. Then you also need English proficiency. Some nationalities do not need it. Then some people need it. Nigerians don't need it. I think for Cameroonians, they will give you an entrance exam to write. Then when you write the entrance exam, they are going to grade it. I think it's on 100. If you have a particular pass mark, I don't know if it's 50 or 65, then they will accept you into the program. I hope you get. Remember, I said it's not everything I'll be explaining on the media. Now, you also need a copy of your international passport, and you of course the passport size photograph. So this procedure varies from school to school. I realize that some schools may need all these documents to proceed, but which I'm still going to explain to you. While others you have to apply before you bring these documents. But that is for bachelor students. Cameroonians, you already know it's your O and A levels that qualifies you. Then I don't think then you can get confirmation from the GCA, but it's not very necessary per se, because I also know some Cameroonians working on this already. The process is quite a bit trickish, but I'm going to explain. Make sure if you watch this video, watch the other videos that will follow, so that, or maybe the ones you are going to watch before this one, I don't know. So you actually understand the process. But these are the documents for BSc students. And I would say that if you are a high school student, you just left high school, the best thing to do is to, first of all, provide these documents, all right, high school qualification as well. I'm using Nigeria as an example. Then if you want to go for a master's program, of course, you need your bachelor's degree, transcripts, and the certificate. If the certificate is not available, get the attestation of completion of studies, okay? It's needed like that. Then when you get that, you also need a CV, a motivation letter as well, English proficiency. Now, I know one person, I don't want to be giving all these details. She was asked to write, not the he, there is another he, but the story is different. She was asked to write an exam. They gave her an exam to write, and the rest is history. Now, I will not be explaining detailedly. Now, you also need motivation letter, then application form for masters. You need application form. Then I think these are the documents. Now, the next thing to do is you can first of all talk to the school, then you apply. But if they say you can apply before you bring these documents, fine and good, right? Because you still have another process to do, which is super legalization, authentication, and super legalization. Now, Ministry of Education, Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Nigerians have been explaining this on this platform, so I don't need to go into the details again. Then after that, the Bulgarian embassy. Cameroonians have been explaining this on this platform, and other nationalities. You just need to follow the various steps. You authenticate the documents, then take them to the Bulgarian embassy for super legalization. Then another thing is, remember that these documents have to undergo translation. Sometimes the university can tell you that you should go and translate the documents, but because they need to translate and recognize the documents, all right? Now, it needs to be recognized in Bulgaria. Even if you do the translation, it's not really going, I would prefer you send the money to the school to do the translation and the recognitions. And remember that this has a fee. The school will always tell you the fee. These people I told you about, they are already in the process. Yeah. Then also understand that you have to pay application fee to the school. Sometimes I think it's like 79, no, 80 euros to like 100 euros. Some schools may ask for more, but I haven't seen a school that is asking for more than that, for 100 euros. So you have to pay the application fee and the translation and recognition fee. I hope you understand. Now, this fee you have to pay using bank to bank, and I think there is no option for an online payment. You have to use bank to bank because the school will give you their banking details. Then when you send the money to them, there is another procedure. Now, this money you are sending is for application and of course the recognition of the documents, all right, is for application fee, translation and recognition. For master students, the fee can be that much, like maybe 350 euros. Yeah, that is true, I'm telling you, because again, then for bachelors, it might be 150, 100 euros and stuff like that. So the school is going to give you all these things, or you are going to see them on the school website. Then this process may take 1 month. It depends on the school as well. Then after that, you now need to pay a tuition fee, right? Yes, you now need to pay a tuition fee. One person was given a list of documents that when she does the translation and the authentication and translation, she should now send everything back to them. Do you understand? But now she cannot do it, so she will now need to send money to them and do the other documents, the authentication, then send everything to them. I hope you get this. So that is what you need to understand. Then again, the tuition fee, you, like I told you before, you can pay maybe 50 euro, 50%, not euros, or 100%. But I would prefer you pay 100% because, of course, if you pay 100%, you are telling the embassy that you are pure, you are ready, right? So that is what you should know. For proof of funds, I'm going to explain proof of funds later in another video, so you should know this. Then after that, you can use a sponsor. Your father, your mother, your siblings can sponsor you, and you also need to show evidence that they are your siblings. Birth certificates can do the job. If you have name change, let's say you got married and your name's changed, you have to also show evidence of that. Then all these evidences, you have to super legalize them. I hope you understand. They have to go through the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Then tuition fee in Bulgaria, I talked about it already, and there is no age limit. Please just make sure you put your documents well, and hopefully we can meet in Bulgaria this year or next year. You never can tell. So guys, get to work. I'm still going to explain some details to you so you actually see what I'm talking about. Then if I have some time, I will talk about some schools that are in Bulgaria so you can put in your applications. Time is running out. Do not waste time. And of course, Bulgaria is not that big in terms of GDP ranking. It's not that powerful country like the others. But now it's in the Schengen zone. And of course, if you do not have the money, and you think where you are is not the best at the moment, the best thing is japa to Europe. Move to Europe as soon as possible. This is the advice I can give you today. I hope we meet in another one.